Welcome back to Movie Draft House. I'm your host, Mark. It's another 5-minute review. In today's review, we're going to be talking about the recently released on streaming, and it's also relatively new in general, film Night Swim. It is out now on Peacock, available at no extra cost, and it originally came out, I think, back in January 2024. It's rated PG-13. It comes in at an hour 38. It's directed by this guy Bryce McGuire, who hasn't done a whole lot before. He was a short film director by trade before this. He's got one other feature-length directorial credit. However, I couldn't really find anything about that film, and I think it was kind of maybe just low-budget C film. Anyways, he's a credited writer, Bryce McGuire, with Rod Blackhurst, and it stars Wyatt Russell, Kerry Condon. That's really it, and a bunch of kids. But the premise of this film is that Wyatt Russell is a rehabbing Major League Baseball player, and they move into this house that has a swimming pool that is fed by some natural spring. And it's in Milwaukee, which is weird. And I guess springs exist in Milwaukee. I live in Florida, so springs are all over the place. But I guess they're up in Milwaukee too. Who would have known? And Kerry Condon is his wife, and they have some kids. And the swimming pool is haunted. I don't know. It's a spirit in the pool, but it's like a water spirit. Anyways, Wyatt Russell gets they're looking at the house before they buy it, and he falls into the pool, and I guess he ingests some water, and so the water spirit lives in him now, but also lives in the pool. And there's some jump scary pool things here, which I thought were clever. But the large portion of the film is spent with Wyatt Russell and him being possessed by this water spirit. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to think. You know, people fall into the pool and they disappear. But the pool is kind of like a dimension to the underworld. I don't know. Who cares? The premise is okay. I enjoyed the premise because people have fear of water. And this is a film that really preys on the fear of drowning and not knowing what's in the deep end, not being able to see to the bottom, all those things. And I thought it's a clever premise. The execution isn't great. Wyatt Russell isn't good here, and I like Wyatt Russell. I just think he's, I don't know, over the top maybe. I don't know. He's better as a villain in this film. He starts out as a good guy, gets transformed into a bad guy. But I think Kerry Condon's better in the film than he is. But I'm not gonna recommend it. It's not very good, and you're not gonna miss much if you don't watch it. So I'm gonna say skip it. But anyways. Don't skip the subscribe button when it pops up. Make sure you mash that. That way you don't miss any future content right here on the podcast. And if you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms, we're at Movie Draft House. You can find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, right here on YouTube. Boom. And don't forget the podcast releases weekly, every Thursday on your favorite podcast streaming platform. And we'll catch you next time.
Marco.